Good morning, everybody, here on March 14th, 10:20 a.m. Thank you for coming to Trading Within the Box here. First of all, this is not a recommendation to buy, hold, or sell any stocks, futures, any Forex, any equities, any options in the stock market. This is an educational video only. If you'd like to purchase stocks, please contact a licensed professional or the brokerage house of your choice, and they will help you there. Okay, so let's get to it. So we were back the other day, and now we're back here up in resistance. Okay, so this is Thursday, Wednesday, okay, Tuesday and Monday, and we were here. Okay, we were right in this spot over the weekend. We were right here, right on this candlestick right there. Okay, so what did we say? We said we were going to pull back to the support line, and we were going to retest into this area. Now, we're taking profits right now. So let's see how far they're going to go with the profit taking, okay? You'll see, look at right here, you're within the box again, okay? You're trading within the box on the S&P 500. So let's see what kind of profit they're going to take in that area. If they're going to pull it back, or they're going to make another run, or we're going to go sideways here for a little while. Now, on the S&P 500, you're at the SPY, you're at 514.83 right now at this moment, okay? So that's something. Let's do a little volume analysis as we're going into this area. Okay, so when we came up on March 8th, we had 86.53 million shares. Okay, so we're going into that, okay, right there with 73. That's why it failed right in that spot. Now, let's see if we could get the recock and they get over this spot, or we're going to just come back and then possibly get one of these type of things. And then get the 9-day moving average right here. We get a little bit of the squeeze play, let's say. And then we got the 20 following. Now, see how it came back in this area? Will it come back to here and then make the run? Okay, because they discount it and then make another run right there. That remains to be seen. We'll see it as we go along, okay? Now, let's go over to the bank stocks with the bank basket, and we go to the XLF. So, of course, same thing here. So when we were back, okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, we were here. We were at, remember what we said? We had a doji on the last video that we were at over the weekend, okay? We said we were going to come back, look at the volume on the banks, more buyers than sellers, right? From the last few weeks, okay? So you come up into this spot pretty strong. Now, let's see what kind of selling volume they come back to this with. Now, we got the 9-day moving average when they come back to it. And let's see if it holds and makes another run. It probably will hold and then make another run to see if we can get out of this area. Now, if we pop out of this area, we're going to be going north up into this spot right here, okay? So, again, you're watching, you're following money. You're not predicting. Okay, it's not an opinion or anything like that. You're just following what the big banks and the big institutional money is doing, okay? That's basically what we're doing here. Okay, now on the SMH with the semiconductors, we had more selling in this spot here, okay? So look at that, and then put your eyes down to that spot right there, okay? Look at that volume, look at that profit taking, okay? We had Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and this one was over the weekend that we were discussing and going over, okay? So that spot right there, look at that profit. Boom, we bounce off with a little dead cat bounce or whatever you want to call it. And now we're coming back to the 20-day moving average here, okay? So let's see. So we got the semis a little on the weak side right now. Not that we're selling off or anything, but look how it came back to this spot when it came back down to the 20-day moving average. And that's why I suspect that could happen here. Not predict, suspect, okay? So let's go to IWM. Now, this is why we're looking at the stock market here, okay? We're looking to see what's actually happening. Now, the speculators, they're selling, okay, right now. So not saying that it's a big sell-off or anything like that. Let's remove this little line right here. That was a resistance and support area. But let's see if we get a capitulation candlestick out of this guy right here, okay? If we get a capitulation and we get something like this at the end of the day, okay, with the stick, and then we start heading up, we'll see. Right now, it's too early in the day to really see what's actually going to happen, okay? But look at the speculators, how they're coming off, okay? So they're selling a little, okay? So That's that, and we're going into this spot right here. Look what we're going into. We're going into the strength of that area. Okay, we're going into that strength. That's a strength area right there. Okay, so that's what the speculators are doing. Now let's go over all world Microsoft, as we call it, and let's go over the stocks really quick here. Okay, so we got a lot to go over here. Okay, so Microsoft tags 424. Right now about 424.88. Okay, so we're into the resistance area. We knew when we were looking at the order flow, we knew that there was heavy buying right in the spot, and that there were more buyers than sellers were actually right, even though that's red. Okay, even though that's red right there. Okay, we had the W formation. Okay, we came off the support area with the engulfing. Okay, so look at trading within the box, as I had said on Microsoft. Okay, now you're in resistance. So if you were in around support, or you were in right here at the end of the close of that day, okay, or you got in somewhere around here somewhere, the profit taking has to be right there. Okay, that's trading. Okay, some people are in from a long time ago. Okay, so right now you want to see what they're going to do at the end of this day here. Okay, with Microsoft, they're going to keep buying into this, or they're going to sell into this. The small time frames will let you manage it. Okay, you see how on the small time frame it held. See how it came up and above. We got the engulfing right before the market had opened the other day. We came up. We got into resistance on the 2-hour chart. The profit came back, taking small profit taking right there. Came back. Look at the buyers, and now look at the buyers here. So that gives us an indication of what? That they're still strong in buying this, okay, Microsoft, even though you're in resistance. So if you close above the resistance on the daily chart, you know that we're going to keep following it on the 2-hour, okay? Right now, you're going into the resistance spot right there on the 2-hour chart. So if you were in right here somewhere, the profit taking comes back here, then just let it drift back, and the moving average will follow, and then boom, you'll get it back in. Okay, and I'll make another run to see if we're going to take that out. Okay, that's how you get these M formations. That's how you get these retest W formations, is from the retests. Okay, and they always do that. They always do the retest. To see where they're how strong these markets will go. On Apple, typed in the wrong symbol. And on Apple, so now Apple, look at the W formation here. Okay, so let's go to the line chart. Look at the W. Okay, I could see that right, without going to the line chart. But look at this right here. So we said we were coming up. We have weakness, right? Because we're not being supported by the institutions yet. We're under the moving average. Now we have a little bit of a snapback coming here, but it's a little on the weak side. Okay, on Apple. So look at Apple on a 2-hour chart just to go down the line here, okay? Now, you see how weak it is? Okay, it's not really trend. I mean, they're buying it right now, but we have to see what they're gonna do here. So because you do have a resistance spot right there, okay, right there on Apple. Okay, on Apple 175.59 is game right now. It's 173.69. 69 actually, it keeps changing. So right in that spot, we want to see if we're going to get some follow through right up to 175.59, and that's so your support was right here in the pre-market right there. Okay, support is right there. Okay, you have resistance level right here, and then you have resistance level right there, 175.59. So let's go to a 15-minute chart. Let's just see what they're doing on a 15-minute chart on Apple. And as you look at Apple, you'll see, look at the buyers here, okay? Look at the buyers coming in here, okay? So this is a snapback, but you do have some buying, okay, coming in for the snapback, okay, on the 15-minute chart intraday. Okay, so we could get some follow-through up into this and fill this gap area, okay? So that's what we're looking for on Apple as we get this snap back. Okay, this is not, the trend is still down. Okay, look at the trend on Apple. The trend is still down. See the moving average right there? And you have the 9-day. So if you get close above the 9-day, you'll probably tag 176.32. Okay, for now. Now be very careful, because then, it could come back slam, and then fail. Okay, now if we start getting up and above, we start getting this type of thing, and the moving average starts moving up like this, we'll get a trend change to 188.12 in that range, but 181.03 or whatever. But so that's far away right now. We're not ready for that yet. Okay, we didn't even get up to the resistance area at 176.32 yet. Okay, let's go over to Amazon. Amazon, the big dog on the block. Now on Amazon, let's look at it. Okay, so we had today's Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and over the weekend. So when we were doing our last video, we were right here, and what did we say? We're going to pull back to the moving average, and then we're going to bounce, and they're going to take another run at this area. So taking another run at this area, let's look at the swing point. Now the swing point on March 4th had 37.38 million shares going into that area. Okay, with 30.773. Okay, and we had 37. Okay, and then we went today. We don't know. So we were coming in a little lighter. Okay, today we'll see. It looks like a little lighter on the volume side. So we're in a resistance spot right here. Okay, we're in a resistance. Look at that right there. Okay, trading within the box. So let's see if we get up and above, and we can get to the 181 range. Okay, or 184 range. Okay. Let's see what they do there, or if we just go sideways. We could just keep going sideways on this, okay? So that's something that we continuously watch. We're going to keep watching, okay? If we go to a small time frame on Amazon, okay, look at today, okay? We got right now on a 2-hour chart. We didn't finish 2 hours yet, but we're going slamming right into the resistance area, okay? But we got a trend going on here. For a small trend, not a big trend. We came off support. We had the engulfing. We held. Okay, we had lighter volume. We got the engulfing with the good volume. So we have more buyers than sellers here right now. Okay, that's what we have going on. Now let's head over to the locomotive NVIDIA. Okay, nothing's forever, right? But so we got profit taking on the video. So we had Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and over the weekend. So our last video was the engulfing profit taker. Okay, right there. Boom. Now look at the profit taker. As this was coming up, look how they took profit. They didn't take anything here down here. Okay, look at that. Now when you came up, a little more profit taking, right? Okay. Now, when you came up to this area right in this spot, look how it dropped to the 20-day moving average. So you got a little more profit taking there, and then in this spot right here, okay? Now, look at this one right here as we go into that 951.29, okay? Now, look at that one, how much right there they took profit. So, yeah, that could tell you something a little bit, okay? That there's a little distribution now up in that spot, okay? They're not loving that price at 951.29, okay? So right now, look at the line chart for a second and look at this W forming again. So we got a retest W, okay? If this stops right here, and we get the right side of the W higher, boom, we get an engulfing. We'll hit the 959.29. Let's see if we can pass it, okay? Let's see if we can pass it. Now, we're going up with lighter volume, okay? So that's going to be very, very careful if you're getting in its support here. So 2-hour chart, let's see now. Now on the 2-hour chart, okay, this is still pulling back, okay, here. Now let's go over to a 45-minute chart and let's check out the volume, okay? So right now we do have some profit takers here a little bit, okay? We have the buyers, but they're not very strong, okay, and the profit takers. So we want to get up and above this moving average to see if we're going to start getting back into NVIDIA, okay? See how we have boom? Now, watch this. As you're managing this, let's say you say, well, when the hell do I get back into this thing, okay? So we're underneath the moving average on the 15-minute chart, okay? Let's see if we come up. Boom. Let's say we come down to this 872. Now we want to see a trend change on the smaller time frame and come up, okay? That's what we're looking for right now. So that's what we're waiting for on NVIDIA. Okay, that's how we would do it. Now, watch NVIDIA with the pennant formation here, okay? You have a pennant formation right there. You have a squeeze play, okay? Look at this. That's a pennant formation, okay? So you have the squeeze. I call it the squeeze play, okay? You coming in. Are you going to break down or we're going to squeeze up, okay? So that's what we want to see what's going to happen here, okay? So we have a squeeze play on NVIDIA, okay, right now, for now, okay? Everything's for now in this market, remember, because we're way stretched out, okay? And over there was to say in the .com market that once you hear the every single person talking about it, that's when you know a market's possibly ready to crack, okay? So going to the deli store, and everybody's talking about stock buying. I bought NVIDIA and a barber and this guy and that guy, and everybody's talking about it. That's when you know you got to be very, very careful, okay? Because that's when you know the whole world is in it, okay? So on GDX, remember we were talking about, once it goes up, you can't get in. So now we're at resistance, okay, on GDX, okay? So we want to get this to pull back, okay? We want to get it to pull back. So that's the whole deal here, okay? So coming up, we want to get it to pull back. We're far away from the moving averages, and we get some dojis up here. We want to see if we can get a pullback. So that's what we're waiting for on GDX. Let's go over to the dollar, the U.S. dollar, and what happened here. So we got a little bit of a W formation here on the U.S. dollar, right? Right there, okay? So on U.S. dollar, okay, we get the W, and then boom. Now we're in resistance here, okay? Let's see if they're going to strengthen this and start going up again. Let's see what happens here, okay? Because remember where where we had the volume sticks, okay? They're like magnets, okay? And a lot of times they go right back, and they gravitate back to them, okay? So let's see if that's what's going to happen on the dollar as we keep looking at it. And let's go to TLT, which is, we always look at that because that's a 20-year Treasury bond, okay, ETF, okay? So look how the Treasury bond, this thing gaps up and gaps down all over the place. Look how we went right into the supply area where this dropped, okay? That's why you got to be careful when you're in supply areas, okay? These are selling points, okay? Look at the distribution right here where it came up and over, and then you had a breakout failure, okay? When you get the breakout failure, they hit them hard and they hit them good, okay? So we come up into the supply line here, right here, then boom! Look at the shorts pounding them down, okay? So that's what happens on when you get these breakout failures, okay? It'll break out above the moving average and boom. This thing is all over the place, okay? So gapping up, gapping down, gapping up, okay? So that's the way this stock trades, okay? You also got to know how your stock trades, too. So let's go over to the Home Depot, which we've been following that forever. And that's what, now, on Home Depot, look how you come to support. Now watch Home Depot here. So we got Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and we were right here on our last video, okay? Now we had a doji at support, okay? Followed by the doji, we get increasing volume right there, okay? With a buy signal right here, okay? So we come up. Now we're not surprised because we have supply spot right here, okay? That's why profit took it right there, okay? So remember, you're way up into this area here, okay? You could be struggling a little. Let's just look at the weekly chart because we want to see a little bit. Look at this as we're coming back to the moving average here on the weekly chart. Okay, we can get embedded stochastic like we've had, and this is what an embedded stochastic is, okay? You just keep going like this, and then this stock just keeps going up, okay? So volume is tapering off slightly on the weekly chart. Let's go to the 2-hour chart to micromanage, okay? Now, on the 2-hour chart, look how we came up. Now, why are we not surprised at 381.22 that it failed? Because you were in resistance. Your support level was down here. That was your safest spot to buy at the 368.79, okay? You come into the support area, boom, okay, it gets hit, okay? So that's something that always manage on smaller time frames. So this way, when you want to try to get back in, you can see where am I getting back in? Where am I going to get back in? Okay. So Goldman Sachs, okay, trading pretty much within this range, okay? We do have a little bit of a channel here on Goldman Sachs. Look at that channel, okay? Look at the channel. So you're holding the line right now. You had a sell point right there because it went into all these tweezers right here, okay? And pretty much trading within the box right here, okay? So Goldman's a little bit of a mess right now, and it's been a little bit of a mess. It's been all over the place, okay? When they came down here, look at the buy signal with the capitulation candlestick, okay? Right there. You came down below it. When you come down and below and you get one of these, you know you got a buy signal, okay? When you come down and below and you get one of these and you know you got resistance up here, you know you got a buy signal. But it is all over the place, this stock. And it's very hard to trade these when you got the tweezers all over the place, okay? Now, that's when you go to the small time frame and you just keep managing it there, okay? It's a patience game, right? Just waiting for the setup to come to you, not you going and chasing. When you go chase, that's when you're going to get hurt, okay? That's when you get hurt. Now, Tesla, we only have a few left here. We only have about 5 minutes left here, okay? So we got Tesla coming to support, okay? Now, this thing got rocked, as we know, okay? But now Tesla, if you're looking for a bounce, you're looking for the bounce right here at 163.57, right in this spot. So you're coming to support. So now you're going to want to know on the small time frame, what is going to happen when I hit the support area? Okay, am I going to get, now look at the sellers here. You still have the sellers on Tesla. Look at that. You still have the sellers as you're here, right here into this spot. So let's see if we get the bounce. Now remember, we still got the trend is down, right? The trend is still down. Let's see if we get up. We get a W to hold, and we get engulfing, and then we start going the other way, okay? Now, moving along to Caterpillar, let's move along here as we keep going. Look at the capitulation candlestick on the 2-hour chart here we got in the pre-market today. So let's look at the daily chart, and as we go up, we weren't surprised. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and this was the weekend. So when we were talking over the weekend about this candlestick right in this spot, we knew we had a sell signal here, and we were going to come to support. So the first support line of defense is right here, okay? So we get the follow through with two tweezers. Now, when you get the two tweezers, I call them tweezers, but when you get the two capitulation candlesticks in a row like this right here, your chances of going up are usually very, very, very high, okay? You'll get that, not always, because if you're in a resistance area, you got to be careful, but when you're on a support line and you get two in a row, boom, it's a gift, okay? So, but it's a gift to the spot right here at 345.25. Now, taking profits again, we get up and above, okay? We get up and above, but we got the profit taken. Now, we're far away from the moving average here, okay? So we're probably going to come back again, okay, to it, okay? And then, boom, we'll probably retest again on Caterpillar. So this is not like prediction. We're just following money, and we know a lot of times what these magnet areas are. Now, on Caterpillar, just know that we crossed over here on the stochastic, okay? So, but that doesn't mean anything, because a lot of times the algorithm is when you cross over during the intraday, you will get the profit take as soon as that crosses over, okay? So that's just something to always know also. So on Costco, now Costco, look at how we come down. Okay, we got Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and the weekend. So when we were doing the last video, we were right here, okay? We came up into the resistance area, and we dropped really strong and hard, and look at the sell volume right there, okay? Now, we did have a lot of support right in the spot, right, bingo, right there, okay? So what do we got here? We got a little bit of a W formation forming. Look at that, okay? So look how we got the W, the retest. Now, if we stop here, we get engulfing, then we'll start heading back to this spot, okay? So you'll see right in that spot right there how we're holding the line right into this spot. Now, go over the 2-hour chart and look at this right here, okay? Look how we're holding the line right here, okay? Let's see. Now, if we get this on Costco, this candlestick right here in this spot, we get this kind of thing right going on right here with an engulfing candlestick, boom, we'll be heading back up to the 766.73 range, okay? Right now it's $732.84 today, okay? Let's go to 45-minute chart, and same thing as the 2-hour chart here on Costco. So, and we got sellers. See, now watch this really quick here. Look at the sellers, okay? We had the buyers still in there, okay? And we have very little sell. We don't have selling up into like this right here, and then we know we're going to drop, okay? We don't have that right now. So we're holding the line right now on Costco, okay? Holding the line on Costco right in this spot. So we could get a close with a green candlestick possibly here today. Look at the light volume as we're coming back. Or we could drop and then boom, we got that right in that spot right there, okay? So we go to Dominion Energy and look at Dominion Energy. Now watch the line chart on Dominion Energy with the right side of the W coming possibly. Now, we could get this and then boom this. We do have good volume right here. Let's go to the small time frame as we always do. I know it sounds repetitive, but really and truly, this is what you have to do to manage when you're going to get back in. That's really what's happening. Now, watch Dominion Energy here. I want to show you something really quick as we stretch this out. What do we have going on here? What the channel's all about? Trading within the box, okay? Right here. So we know that we have right here, okay, support right in this spot. So we know we have support right there on Dominion Energy. So that will just be waiting and watching. Let's go back to Duke Energy. Now on Duke Energy, let's see how much more time we have here. Okay, we only have a few more minutes here, so let's do it quick. Duke Energy come up, get the double capitulation candlesticks right there. Boom, right into resistance. We pull back. We're going to hold right here, possibly, and then make another run. Now, on the 2-hour chart here, right here, okay, you come back, and you got support right there, okay? So let's see. Right now, they're pulling it back still, okay, on Duke Energy, okay? Somebody wanted me to go over also on the Procter & Gamble, too. As we get into resistance on Procter & Gamble, what's happening here? Boom. Resistance, take profit, come back to the line, okay? So we'll come back. You got the sellers right there a little bit to pull back, okay? So you need a little seller to pull back to your support. You want to come back to support because you want a chance to get back in, okay, on Procter, okay? McDonald's, as we're going through the stocks that we've been following. Now look at McDonald's. Look at the sell-off on McDonald's here, okay? Now look at this here, okay? Look at the dump on McDonald's. Lower highs right here. Lower highs, right? See them? Okay. Now look at this. We got a little bit of a channel here, possibly, right? Look at that. Okay. Right there. Okay. So now we're at support here, so we could get the bounce. So when we drop fast like that and you get the flush out of money, see it right there? You get a little bit, possibly a little bit lower, and then boom, you'll get the bounce, okay? And then you got that moving average coming down. So you see that when you get those big flush out exchange of money right there, that right there, that little distribution right there, boom. Okay, you get it right here a little bit, but then the following right there, you'll get that. Okay, you get it again right here, and then boom. You get it right here, and then boom. Okay, so that's something that's a little trick that we need to know, right? Go. Coca-Cola is the last one, trading within the box right here, right there, okay? Get the W, we come up, we're in resistance, okay? Now we're pulling back again. Now we're pulling back to the support area. Let's see if this holds and then makes another run. And, of course, how you will know that, you'll go to the 2-hour chart, okay? So you always go over the 2-hour chart right now. It's pulling back, okay? When you're going back and you're looking to get back in, let's say, okay, you're pulling back, moving averages here. Okay, you're back, you're pulling back. Now you start getting up and above. Boom! You get the buying coming back in and then that right there. Now, if you ever see this right here, it comes back, sells off, right? So this candlestick right here, let me just clear this for 1 second to give you a little bit of a lesson on this. We've gone over this, remember on Caterpillar, there's a huge buy signal on the 2-hour chart. Monster buy signal. If you get this, okay, where it opens down here, okay, the stock opened down here, and then they buy it all the way back up and close with almost an unshaven top, they call that, right? Right there, and it's below that moving average. It's a massive buy signal. Now, you'll get a pullback, okay? You get the pullback, okay? But you're pulling back with lighter volume here. So let's see if we go into this area right here, and then boom, on Coca-Cola. So whenever you get those, remember, that also was in the pre-market. That was in the pre-market, that candlestick. But that's a monster buy signal. Actually, I didn't let you really get in until this point. So you get to the moving average. You want it to pull back. So this is a gift right now. So let's see if it comes back, and then boom, we get the buy signal again. Then we're heading back up, at least to 61.24. Okay. Okay. So just want to thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for watching. Thank you for coming to Trading Within the Box. Have a wonderful day and happy trading.